More than 1.5 million Xcel customers have received those new smart meters. The vast majority of those switchovers happened without much fanfare. And then there are the select few customers who tell us they feel bullied to either accept the meter they thought that they had opted out of or lose power entirely. And with temperatures recently in the 90s, our Marshall Zelinger looked into whether Xcel can cut power on days when AC is essential.
Dad's 1 cup, 2 cup.
You don't need electricity to entertain an infant, but eventually you'll need it to keep her safe and healthy.
I get a distress call from my wife while I'm at the office that our power is being shut off.
Alex Ruggles and his daughter Jasmine have a new smart meter behind them, one that Dad did not want.
Let's go with Xcel Energy here to swap out your meter.
No, thank you.
When Xcel showed up to their Lakewood home, Alex's wife refused the smart meter. But this visit, like so many others we've told you about, is when Xcel believes all previous notices and warnings to the customer have been ignored.
Either you take the meter or we turn your power off. Those are your two options.
You can call your supervisor and I'll talk to them, but no.
We're not calling anybody.
We opted out from the smart meter when we first moved in 2022.
Is this an opt-out address? No, you haven't. You haven't.
We have seen an increase in disconnections. I think the correlation is strongly connected to the introduction of smart meters.
Andrew Bennett with Energy Outreach Colorado was part of new rulemaking after COVID about when utility companies could shut someone's power off.
We were having rules about extreme heat and at what temperature should we not disconnect people at when it gets above that temperature.
The rules are, if in the morning the National Weather Service predicts a temperature hotter than 95 degrees or colder than 32 degrees, a customer's power cannot be shut off that day. Yesterday's prediction near Alex's house was 92. According to Chris Bianchi, the temperature eventually hit between 94 and 97.
Thank you.
Alex's justification for not wanting the smart meter was the simplest we've heard so far.
It's just one more piece of electronics on our property not controlled by us. And the more dumb devices we have on our property, I think the more secure we are.
I look back at the documents from 2020 and 2021 when the temperature rules were being created. Xcel actually argued for a 0-degree threshold on the low end instead of 32. And then instead of 95 degrees on the hot end, Xcel thought it should be when the National Weather Service issues a heat advisory, which takes into account heat and humidity. But state regulators chose 32 degrees and 95. So Kyle, apparently 33 degrees and 94 are perfectly safe for temperatures to have your power shut off.
I mean, I guess you got to draw the line somewhere, but right, if it's 20 degrees and they're shutting off your power or 92 degrees and they're shutting off your power, that's brutal.
Yeah, and it's not based on health and safety, I don't believe, but yes, there's got to be some calculation of when can you tell a customer, okay, now it's time to start paying, we can't just let you keep doing this, and that has to be at some uncomfortable range.
Yep, Marshall Zelinger, thank you.